Hi there, everybody. Welcome back to JoanMedia, this channel where you can learn about software automation, technology in general, and marketing. It's a pleasure to have you here again in this amazing video. Today, we're gonna start watching or actually reviewing the official documentation of Cypress.io. Basically, we're gonna try to review the basic stuff that they provide us in the official page in the website, and we're gonna take a look of how it works, the principal features that it provides us, and we will see some interesting data and facts that we must know before start working in this amazing technology. I really appreciate the support you're providing to this channel. Please subscribe and let a like if you are actually if you actually like this kind of content. If you want to learn more about software automation, welcome to this channel, and I hope that you can find good videos for for you to understand and learn new things every single day. So let's start. Basically, we're gonna get through the features that Cypress has, and we're gonna take a look and read some of them. All right. So it says basically that Cypress, for the people that don't know everything or anything about Cypress, is basically a JavaScript-based automation framework, right? So if you want to take a look of how to install this framework in Windows or any other operating system, you can go ahead and check the video that I made recently with the full explanation of how to install this amazing framework, right? So let's continue. It was a kind of publicity and marketing stuff. So let's continue and take a look of the features that we have for Cypress. So as this slider show us, basically we have a kind of test runner, which basically provide us a quick view of how many tests passed or failed. So we can also take a look of how long they look to run, and we also can take a look of the actual results in and we can change the viewport sizing. It's amazing too, and something to be aware of. This part, the test status menu, is kind of known too as command lock, and the right part of the test runner can be known as app preview. All right, that's something very interesting to know. So over here we have a browser menu to choose the different web browsers that Cypress support, and it is very useful if you wanna actually run your tests on the most known web browsers out there, right? So we also have here in the test runner, the spec file search, where you can actually run your test or your tests actually of your framework. So let's take a look of the last slider, and over here we can actually also organize the results, the run results that we have in our framework. We can take a look of basically how long it takes to it actually took to run, and how many features passed and how many failed. So over here, as the slider says, basically we can see the test failures. All right. So it's amazing. So let's take a look of the things that actually Cypress can do. The first one is setting up tests. So basically it says that write your first passing test in 60 seconds. Basically, it's very easy to install Cypress. I highly recommend you to watch actually the last video that we made for this framework. You can see that it is very easy to install this amazing framework, and it is very quick and easy, as I'm telling you. So it is very easy to set up your test and get the results you want very easy. So the next task that can be amazingly simple with Cypress.io is writing tests. Basically, Cypress uses actually other two libraries. For example, Mocha and Chai actually, and with those libraries, which are actually used to unit testing with other test frameworks, we can use them here with Cypress to organize our test structure, and also introduce the assertion library, which is chai. So it's amazing. We have seen a little bit of this in the last video. I will make a new video soon about chai and mocha for sure. It is something that we have to know before start working in Cypress. Well, as I'm telling you too, running tests is very simple. As we saw, we have a amazing test runner interface, something like that, where you can actually learn and debug your tests. That's another thing over here that we can do with the test results. You can, in the interface, you can go back, click on an action, take a look of how the site looks or actually looked at that moment. And it is pretty easy to run tests and debug. That's something amazing that we have to be aware of. Some game changers that we have with Cypress is that, well, time travel. As I'm telling you, you can go ahead and, and take a look of what happened at certain step of your test. So you will see in a screenshot and what is or what actually it is selecting your test. What was the action, and you can go forward or backward to see the results as you wanna debug or actually watch the results, right? So it's easy to debug. Also, we have automatic waiting, so that's amazing because you don't have to care about kind of timeouts since Cypress has a kind of inbuilt technology to wait until an element appears, or when you load a new web page, it is gonna actually wait for a few seconds until it is loaded. So that kind of functionality is inbuilt in Cypress. That's amazing. And then we have consistent results, for example. That's inherited from the automating waiting, for example, since it is kind of intelligent and can wait until some element appears in your screen, in the website. So, and also there is another game changer, which is screenshots and videos. Basically, you can take automatically screenshots and videos on a failure or actually the entire test suite when run headlessly. That's good. That I didn't know that, but that's amazing. We can record the whole test execution of your suite. There is another thing that we have in the website, which is the supported browsers that we have in Cypress. So we have Chrome, Firefox, Edge, Electron, and Brave. The most commonly used web browsers right now. So that's good, and let's take a look of how it works. Basically, over here we can actually have a kind of comparison where we can see how was the world of automation before Cypress. We had to choose a framework, we have to choose an assertion library. If we wanted to do end-to-end tests, for example, with Selenium, we needed to use another library, for example, WebDriver. We had to use TestNG to a group test to prioritize the test in order the needs that we had. However, with Cypress, we have a kind of all-in-one testing framework, assertion library. So it's pretty amazing. Actually, it's pretty easy to install, and all without WebDrivers and Selenium. That's something that actually says in the in the official website. Why Cypress is different? Cypress doesn't use Selenium. It is basically running with Node.js, so that's good. It doesn't need Selenium or actually WebDrivers. Cypress is focused on doing end-to-end testing really well, so it doesn't provide a kind of libraries or something like that to actually do unit testing, for example, or API testing. I think that API testing can be achieved. I'm not sure about it, but unit testing is not, and that's basically because Cypress is focused on end-to-end testing. All right. Cypress also works with any other or any front-end framework out there or any other website. It means that Cypress work pretty well with the libraries that we have in the world right now. For example, React, Angular, Vue, and all those frameworks very popular right now. but it is also capable to automate render pages or application with older server or other technologies kind of old, right? So it is possible with Cypress. There is another feature, or 7 ways of Cypress is different. The fourth one is that Cypress tests are only written in JavaScript. That's pretty it's a kind of differentiated factor, since, for example, Selenium, we can actually automate our stuff with different languages. For example, Java, Python, C Sharp, etc. But with Cypress, it is only written in JavaScript. So that's good. That's good to know, actually. The number 5 is that Cypress is so long. As I'm telling you, it provides us with a lot of libraries that makes or actually takes let me think about this. Cypress help us and facilitate, or actually kind of I'm not sure how to say this in English. It is like make our life easy, right? Yeah, that's a good way to express that. Right? So the 6th one is Cypress is for developers and QA engineers. Basically, Cypress it can be used in both places. Developers can automate tests, and it is also for QE engineers that actually are interested in getting both in the QA automation world, right? So, and the 7th, way differentiated factor it is that it runs much faster. It says that basically it unlocks the ability to TDD, which means test driven development, right? And Cypress has been built so that testing and development can happen simultaneously. So you can develop faster while driving the entire dev process with tests, because you can see your application, you still have access to developer tools, and changes are reflected in real time. So it is kind of good. And actually, we have a dashboard service that it is the next thing that I want to tell you. This is a kind of a paid service that you can take and actually pay. I think that it is very useful. And basically, the dashboard help us to have a kind of sweet dashboard, right? We can set up record test. We can incorporate and mix the CI technologies, for example, Docker, Jenkins, Travis, together, and it will make our life easy again with the integration between all those technologies. It is possible to optimize our tests. It is gonna provide us with detailed insights and information about how the tests are working together in execution time, and it is going to provide us with the statistics that will help us to understand and see what has to be improved. We also can automatic load balance the loading and parallelization between tests. It is pretty useful, and it is gonna be automatic, so that's very good to know. So basically, dashboard will help us to understand and actually will allow us to see all results in one place. That's amazing, and that's something that worth to be mentioned, right? So let me see if there is something interesting over here. And actually, this is something amazing, that is integration with Slack. So it is possible you can automate Cypress with Slack, and we can have a kind of better communication with this integration. So that's amazing. Let me see if there is something else. It is possible with actually provide us with a GitHub integration, and it is going to provide us with the merge status checks and so on. There is a lot of things that has to be mentioned, but I think that the things that I have talked right now are the main things that we have to know before start coding and make our framework. All right. So I think that we have a kind of dashboard free version with a limited users, limited recordings per month. We don't have the SSO add-on plugin. However, we are gonna get this plan, the C and free plan, and we're gonna take a look of how we can use them together with, or actually use it together with Cypress. So I really appreciate your time to watch this video. I hope that it helped us to understand and have a better overview of Cypress before start coding and make our tests. So really appreciate your time. Thank you very much for watching the video. This was JoanMedia, and I hope to see you soon in the next video. Please subscribe, let a like, let me know your feedback in the comment section below, and see you soon. Goodbye.